So I've been making Litecoin videos daily now for 2.5 to 3 months. And so I just wanted to step back and kind of reorient myself because I've been so fixated on it. But I think something that a lot of us that have been following Litecoin for a while specifically really have to think about is the fact that, 6 months ago, Litecoin was not what it is today. There was not this much support behind it. There was not a huge community on both Twitter and YouTube, on forums such as Reddit, and there was not daily updates like this one, from a variety of different financial sites. By this one, I meant this article. I didn't have it pulled up at the time. But the reason I think this is really significant in general is just because even though the price has been stagnating, the overall market has been stagnating, not Litecoin. Even though that's been the case, whether it's by these HFTBs, high frequency trading bots, that a lot of people have been commenting, which I personally think is the case. It's been manipulated probably by a variety of different individuals, sources, institutions, whatever the case is. Even though the price isn't reflective, one thing for sure is that the attention Litecoin has gotten in the past 6 months, and arguably in the past 3 to 4 months, exponentially more, is going to be huge because there is going to be another run up in price, and it's anybody's guess when exactly that'll be. But so far, what's happened every time there is even just the smallest run up in price. It's interesting for us to point out that Litecoin's usually ahead. But what's going to happen when there is the actual breakout and the actual next bull run, and we actually get up to those new all-time highs past 800 billion? What do you think is going to happen? I personally think Litecoin is going to be one of the top three market leaders. It's just going to be exhilarating, I think, for this entire Litecoin community when that does happen. Because like I said, if you step back 6 months ago, Litecoin had amazing technology, but it wasn't getting much attention. It wasn't getting marketed very much. And I'm really thankful for everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitter, everybody that discusses it on every site, even news sites like this one, daily now, because people are aware of how undervalued Litecoin is. And on that next big bull run, generally, a lot of the new investors are probably going to end up on this website. It's the easiest, it's the simplest, so this is most likely where people who start buying when the price really starts climbing again, they're going to end up on this site. They're going to see Litecoin at the lowest of the four, depending on when Coinbase adds new coins, if they do, and depending on the timing of the next bull run. But yeah, I just think it's going to be incredibly exciting whenever that next bull run does happen. I think Litecoin is going to perform better than it ever has. It definitely has more marketing. It definitely has more support. It definitely has more awareness than it has ever had before, specifically in these last 3 to 4 months. It's an established cryptocurrency, and coins that potentially have faster transaction speeds and everything like that, they have catching up to do in many ways. So at this point, people aren't looking at those coins. The corporations, people looking to integrate cryptocurrencies and everything like that, they aren't looking at those cryptocurrencies. They're looking at the top most established cryptocurrencies, and in many people's eyes, by far the best cryptocurrency for looking at payments, transactions, it's definitely Litecoin. So even in terms of price, though, I think on the next big bull run, I think it goes without saying, Litecoin is going to, as this article states, have legs, and I think its legs are going to be extremely long, very long legs, and it's going to be able to jump very high on this next bull run. And so I actually did want to talk about this tweet that I got from Rian O. On the 29th of January 2018, Litecoin's price was 180, same as it is now. The market cap was around 508 billion, and today it's 375 billion. Litecoin dominance has already started, and that's exactly what I've been excited about, and exactly what I've been mentioning. That exactly relates to this Litecoin Bitcoin pairing here. So what date did he say? January 29th. So if we want to go to January 29th here, you can see right here, this is where Litecoin was. And the reason it was significant, a few days later, we had a lot of price action and increase in the Litecoin dominance here to above the 2 million Satoshis. And that's what's important, specifically comparing it to Bitcoin here, because this directly reflects what Rian is talking about. 180 price, but the market cap was about $125 billion higher, yet Litecoin is still at that same price, meaning Litecoin is just gaining dominance in the market. Again, extremely important to reiterate, so I try to reiterate it on every other video or so. And actually what I want to do is just talk about this tweet that I had yesterday, because I got a lot of response, and so I just want to read some of your guys' thoughts, opinions. Again, if you haven't already, I would love to have you follow me on Twitter. A lot of you guys do already. Sorry, and this shirt, there's like 2 buttons missing on this. I got this shirt at a thrift store, so I can't really button it all the way to the top. I do like this shirt, so I'd hate to throw it away, but yeah, sorry if that comes undone. So my tweet was, almost entire week holding steady, closely above 170. What do you think will happen in the coming week? The options are 1, we have a breakout, 2, we drop below 170, or 3, we continue holding at 170. And I mentioned in my video yesterday that I thought holding at 170 for the next few weeks is probably the least likely option. I think we're probably going to break out or break down, honestly. But yeah, so I got a lot of great responses, and I want to go over a few of them. So we have Crypto Owen Wilson, Natalie Portman, by the way, very nice. Bull market, that was my tweet. Bull market incoming, in my opinion, will break out of that channel by Owen Wilson. I liked Rebel's comment actually a lot. To tell you the truth, I don't really know anymore. This market is so weird the last 3 months, I'm just not going to look at it until June. Adrian says, big institutional money is coming in and wants to buy it cheap to have more control. Makes sense to me because that's typically what happens in any market. Don't forget, push people out that are impatient. Most people are sitting here waiting for this outbreak, says John Singleton. I don't believe we will get to Litecoin's all-time high this month. I agree with that. I don't think we'll get to 400 this month. Possibly in a month or so after all this crazy sideways motion is over. I agree with that. Rob says breakout in next 8 days. Mike says, unless new money from big investors from Wall Street start happening, we won't see gains that we seek. It's all recycled money. The only thing I would say to that is that I think that manipulation plays a huge part in that as well. The trading bots that are mentioned a lot in my comments. Due for a breakout. 3, Jason Bryan said we'll continue trading sideways around 170 for the next few weeks. But yeah, as you can see, a fair amount of people, there was opinions on all sides, so everybody had opinions. Everybody, there was at least one vote for all 3 of those options there. Like I said, I'm really hoping that around 80% on March 24th, we have a breakout similar to the last few triangles. But either way, I just want to end the video saying that a breakout is going to come eventually. Worst case scenario, maybe a year from now. Best case scenario within the next few weeks, probably, or even sooner. But I think the most important thing to recognize is that Litecoin's attention and people's eyes on it are more so than ever. So I think that's really important and crucial and something to be optimistic about. Even in a sideways market like we're seeing, there is something to be optimistic about, and that's 2 things really. The entire market is trading sideways generally. But the optimistic part is the fact that Litecoin has more attention, has more coverage on all of these platforms than any of the other cryptocurrencies. And I think that will propel it to all-time highs much faster and much higher than the rest of the other coins on our next bull run.